Imagine a world where shedding those stubborn pounds is as simple as popping a daily pill. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's where it gets controversial. Recent trials of a highly anticipated weight loss super pill, Orforglipron, have left experts and dieters alike scratching their heads. While the concept promised a hassle-free alternative to injections, the results have been less than stellar, sparking a heated debate in the world of weight loss solutions. The idea was undeniably appealing. A once-daily pill that could rival the effectiveness of injectables like Mounjaro without the need for needles. Pharmaceutical giant Eli Lilly's Orforglipron was poised to revolutionize the market. And this is the part most people miss. When the clinical trial results were unveiled in August, they fell short of expectations. Participants on the highest dose lost only 12.4% of their body weight after 72 weeks, a far cry from the 17% predicted and a significant drop compared to Mounjaro's average 22% weight loss. Worse still, 33.7% of participants reported nausea and 10.3% dropped out due to adverse effects. Not exactly the miracle solution everyone was hoping for. Here's the kicker. As news of the underwhelming results spread, Eli Lilly's shares plummeted by 14%, wiping out around £75 billion in market value. Meanwhile, rival Novo Nordisk, the pioneer behind injectable Ozempic, saw its shares surge by 6%. But Novo hasn't escaped unscathed either. Earlier this year, its CEO was ousted amid concerns of falling behind Lilly, and despite submitting its own weight loss pill for approval, the company recently announced layoffs for 11% of its workforce. So what's really going on in the weight loss pill market? Is it still worth the hype? Or is the truth harder to swallow than a sugar craving? Pharmaceutical companies are tight-lipped, citing bureaucratic hurdles and restructuring when pressed for details. A Lilly spokesperson declined interviews about Orforglipron, while Novo hinted that job losses made a visit to their Danish HQ impossible. Sheena Berry, a healthcare analyst at Quilter Cheviot, notes that the obesity story seems to have lost a bit of its shine this year, partly due to Orforglipron's disappointing results. She predicts that oral medications may capture a smaller share of the U.S. market than initially thought, with injectables likely to remain dominant. But here's where it gets even more contentious. Some health professionals fear that the widespread availability of these pills could lead to disaster. Dr. Claire Thompson, a leading weight management expert, warns that millions of people taking oral medications outside the controlled environment of clinical trials could face unforeseen risks. Unlike injectables, which deliver medication directly into the bloodstream, oral pills must navigate the digestive system, increasing the likelihood of side effects and dangerous interactions with other medications like HRT or antidepressants. That's the bit that stresses me out, Dr. Thompson admits. People will have to report side effects as they go along. Adding to the concern is the ease with which these pills are expected to be available. Without the need for cold storage or needles, experts predict they'll be sold directly to consumers rather than prescribed in medical settings. And this is where it gets really alarming. It's already alarmingly easy to obtain injectables like Mounjaro without meeting the minimum BMI threshold. It will be even easier to get hold of these pills, Dr. Thompson warns. That's my concern. It's going to be open to abuse, isn't it? Earlier this month, the Daily Mail exposed a booming black market for fake injectables, while GP surgeries report record waiting lists due to surging demand for weight loss medication. A recent report revealed that a staggering 2.5 million people in the UK, 1 in 20, are using these jabs. Given their popularity, the prospect of a readily available pill, marketed as a quick fix but with unknown long-term effects, is deeply troubling. When Orforglipron's Phase 3 trial, ATTAIN-1, began in 2023, hopes were high. Unlike Novo's oral semaglutide, the pill form of Ozempic, Orforglipron doesn't need to be taken on an empty stomach, thanks to its small molecule design. However, the trial enrolled 3,120 overweight participants and monitored their weight changes over 72 weeks, revealing significant drawbacks. Nausea, a known side effect of GLP-1 drugs, was reported by 33.7% of participants, comparable to Mounjaro's 33.3%. But here's the twist. Injectables bypass the gut, reducing digestive side effects, while oral pills must navigate the digestive system, often leading to more pronounced gastrointestinal issues. Here's the real question. Are these pills worth the risk? Some trial participants who shared their experiences anonymously on Reddit described a roller coaster of side effects. One reported slow and steady weight loss for 6 months, but then lost the feeling of fullness GLP-1 drugs are known for. Another experienced severe nausea after 5 months, while a third felt the medication had stopped working altogether, with constipation causing the most pain. Most alarmingly, one participant reported passing out twice after increasing their dosage to 24 milligrams, feeling super tired constantly. Despite these concerns, Eli Lilly's chief scientific officer, Daniel Skovritsky, remains optimistic, calling Orforglipron a more convenient alternative to injectable treatments. Yet, the drug didn't outperform Novo's oral semaglutide, which requires a larger dose due to its peptide structure. In fact, by some measures, Orforglipron performed worse. Only 39.6% of participants lost 15% or more of their body weight, compared to 50% for oral semaglutide. People were hoping for better, admits healthcare analyst Lee Brown. But here's the silver lining. Not everyone needs to lose a massive proportion of their body weight. For example, a 5 feet 6 inches woman weighing 11 stone would only need to shed 13% to reach a healthy BMI range. In such cases, the convenience of a pill could be a game changer, perhaps explaining why pharmaceutical firms are still aggressively pursuing oral GLP-1s. Despite the anticlimactic results, Brown doesn't believe weight loss pills are overhyped, pointing out that Lilly stock has rebounded. He argues that the market remains phenomenal, with a vast number of untapped customers. People don't want the hassle of visiting a doctor, he adds. They want to get online, get a prescription, and have the drug delivered. The company that best facilitates this, he believes, is going to win. But at what cost? Dr. Thompson worries about the potential for over-the-counter availability, which could lead to unregulated consumption by vulnerable groups, such as young people with eating disorders or body dysmorphia. Brown acknowledges that while oral pills won't match injectables in effectiveness, they'll be a lot cheaper. Price is indeed a major factor, especially after Lilly raised the cost of Mounjaro in the UK by 170%, from £122 to £330 per month. The company promises that Orforglipron's pricing will be accessible, but only time will tell. Novo's recent layoffs, explained by its new CEO Mike Dowstar as a response to a more competitive and consumer-driven market, signal a fight rather than surrender. But Novo isn't the only competitor. At least 2 other companies have small molecule GLP-1 pills in phase 3 trials, and more are in phase 2. More competition is coming, warns Barry. Here's the ultimate question. Can any of these pills truly compete with injectables? Eli Lilly's new injectable, retatrutide, currently in phase 3 trials, targets 3 hormones involved in satiety and weight regulation, compared to Mounjaro's 2 and Ozempic's 1. Early trials show participants losing 25% of their body weight in less than a year, sparking such hype that unapproved versions have already hit the black market. Another injectable, RES-010 from Resalis Therapeutics, claims to block fat-storing genes, allowing people to eat normally while losing weight. Animal studies show a 15% reduction in fat mass after 10 weeks, with better muscle preservation than existing injectables. Human trials are underway. Whether these innovations live up to the hype or flop remains to be seen. But in the battle of the bulge, the race is far from over. What do you think? Are weight loss pills the future or a risky gamble? Share your thoughts in the comments below.